Hello, this is the Invisible Man with PalmPreForum.org. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the email application of the Palm Pre. I can open up the email here. Starts off kind of like this. First, I'll go through the options. Of course, you have your edit menu, cut, copy, paste. That's the same on every application so far. You can go to preferences and accounts. Smart folders are inboxes and flagged. I'm not really sure what smart folders are, to be honest. I'm really not positive. These folders can be added to your list of favorites. Oh, okay. I think that might just automatically go to your favorites, all inboxes and all flagged if you choose those, I guess. Not really sure. Anyways, you have this add an account thing here. You can add any account that you'd like. You just put an email address and a password. The Pre will automatically configure everything. I have tried a Yahoo account on here. I've done Gmail, obviously. I've not really tried anything else, but I'm sure it can do quite a few things. If you'd like, I can try different ones. Just comment on this video. If you actually go to your accounts, well, I already have my Gmail account added here, but I can actually edit my information. You have your account name up here. You can change that to whatever you'd like. Your full name, so that includes it on the emails. You can configure your notifications for each email address as well, each account. You can turn your notifications on or off. You can turn the sound on or off. And also you can turn vibrate on or off. Apparently, if you don't have the sound on, you can't have vibrate on. It's interesting. Well, anyways, if you have vibrate on, it's not going to play the sound anyways, but whatever. Signature, you can change the signature. That's the default sent from my Palm Pre. Reply to address, you can change that to whatever you'd like. Sync, I guess you can set how often you would like it to sync as items arrive, so that would be straight up push notifications, or you can choose it to sync on a less often basis. You can also tell it to show how many emails to show, whether it be one day, all. I mean, I assume most people are probably going to do all and instantly. That's basically as soon as an email arrives, you're going to get it no matter what it is. Also, you can change your default folders here. You can choose your drafts folder. You can basically choose any folder, but I'm assuming you're probably going to want to stick with the defaults. You can also remove the account or change the login settings, which just allows you to change your username and password. Actual email, you have your favorites here, which my inbox for the Gmail, I assume that's what the smart folders is if it's flagged or if it's an inbox. And of course, you can see you have today. These are all just my YouTube notifications on this. It's basically what this account's for now. Yeah, that's all today. Yeah. Anyways, if you did go down far enough, you'd see yesterday and other dates accordingly. You can also go to your individual Gmail account here. Of course, you have your inbox, which is starred, which I can unstar that, and then it's no longer in favorites. Oh, well. I think it automatically stars just because of my settings saying all inboxes. Then Gmail right here. This is the actual folders. You have your outbox, you have your all mail, drafts, sent mail, spam, starred, and trash. Now, if you decide to star something, say I want to star my drafts folder, that will actually then show up in favorites as well. So you kind of your favorites is meant, I guess, as a sort of quick access to the folders you use most often. I want to try something real quick on here. If I go to preferences account to turn off all inboxes. Now, if I unstar Gmail, okay, so that's what that does. Basically, your smart folders is your favorites, so that makes sense. So it'll automatically star everything, or if you flag something, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Also, if you want to compose an email, you can compose. Say I want to send this to Mike Jones. Enter subject, hello. How are you today? Okay, you can send off that email. You can add on an attachment. You can choose your images, video, audio, or documents. So you could add an attachment there very simply. You can send the email. And it'll say sending. Let's see how long that. Okay. So it sent that. Also, just so you know, say you're composing an email and you want to save it for later. It's very simple to do. You just have that set there, type, okay, want to go to, and you're not really sure where you want to go to yet. You can just flick that off the screen and you can say it saved the email. It automatically saves everything as you flick it off the screen. So you go back to your Gmail, go to your drafts, give it a second to refresh, and here it is. Mike Jones, want to go to, there you go, and it automatically saves. So it's very nice. And you can see it actually updated that, it didn't add another draft. To delete emails, very simple. Go in, you just throw them off to the side. It doesn't even give you an option to delete. You just throw them whichever way you want. Assume this will be much easier with an actual touch screen. Let's see. Just making sure I went through everything. I believe so. There was also an option I saw somewhere. I don't know where that went. It was whether or not to delete them from the server. I believe that was on the Yahoo account. Gmail, it doesn't really delete anything from the server, but on the Yahoo it gave me an option whether or not I wanted to delete them from the server or not when I delete them, and that is an option. So I believe that's about all for email today. I guess that's it. So I will see you guys in the next video.